Hello, friends. I hope that you are doing well. I'm just a little bit hungover because I just came out of the healing lab and I'm just going to do a short impromptu live recapping the week. And I actually don't even want to recap the week. I think the week, like, it needs to recap itself. And it would be hard to try and do it justice to recap the week. But what I do want to do is just for a minute, just talk about the fact that the Healing Lab was literally just that. Like it was legit a week of straight, I don't know, of healing. It was a week of healing, and I'll say this: it was a week of healing, and I know that it was beneficial for those that were there, starting with me. Like sometimes you be doing stuff for other people, and it always starts with yourself. And so I am appreciative of the Healing Lab, and even this video, even if it goes nowhere, I am recording it for Regina, okay? Because oftentimes like I'll be scrolling and I see the past videos that come up and they encourage me. So this is one of those. I want to encourage somebody to be obedient. That's the word. If you get nothing else and if you don't make it past the 30 seconds into this video, be obedient. You will never understand and never know what it looks like to be obedient to what God tells you to do. And I think that oftentimes we skip over like how do I say this? Like be obedient to what God tells you to do because you never know what's on the other side of your obedience. Oh, you never know what's on the other side of your obedience, is what I am saying. The Healing Lab was a direct um, order of obedience or response to the obedience of what God told me to do. And it blew my mind. It blew my mind. It was what was needed this week. People's lives were changed for sure. Like I said, including mine. And not only did it do that, but it unlocked something further and it unlocked something more to the fact that the Healing Lab is not going anywhere because it can't go anywhere because it's something and it has to be something. I don't know what yet. Like I just be building stuff in real time. And I love that I get to build stuff in real time in front of people. And even when it's messy, it's in the messy middle. And I think oftentimes we always try to have the things perfect and we always try to have, the things like in order, and we always like try to have things like yeah, perfect. And one of the things we talked about in the Healing Lab this week was that grief and transition are not linear. Like they are imperfect. They are full of ups and downs. They are full of the messiness, right? And I just think that that's life, and that's when we leaned in and we talked about it, and we were open, and we were vulnerable, and we were honest, and we need more spaces like that. And so I am just excited because I am looking to create a safe space, a safe space. Um, for those that are on IG, you can't see there's a sign that says safe space right next to me. That's what I'm pointing to. And it's funny because I'm in a space of transition right now to where this safe space side, that's what's about to be traveling with me. My background's gonna change, things might be looking different, but wherever I'm gonna go, it's gonna be a safe space. And that's one of the things that God clearly, for those that were there, they saw it happen in real time, like showed up and told us and showed me that we have to be okay with the season that we're in. We have to be okay with what God is calling us to do and what that looks like. And I am just overly excited about the fact that I just get to show up and be obedient and do what he tells me to do. And on the other side of my obedience, there's something there. Not only on the other side of my obedience, but on the other side of fear. Let's just stay here for just a second. On the other side of fear, there is something like waiting for you. And I need you, Regina, I need you not to allow fear to stand in the way of what's on the other side of the obedience of what God is calling you to do. Do not allow fear to keep you from where He is trying to take you. If nothing else, I just need you to grab that. I need you to grab that gem, and I need you to walk in the faith. I need you to walk in your purpose. I need you to walk in your anointing. I need you to walk in what He's called you to do. The week and the way it played out from top to bottom, I can't even put into words like what happened. It was just legit a safe space. Like I think that's the best thing. It was a safe space and it was a healing space. It was a healing lab. And so I really, like I said, I didn't really come on here with a full on blown agenda. I could recap the week, but I don't even really want to recap the week because y'all need to watch the replays. Like you need to sign up and watch the replays because it was too good for me to try and recap. I will recap. But I think the major takeaway that I need us to know is that don't allow your fear to stand in the way from what your life is purposed for what is on the other side of the obedience, what is on the other side of the fear. Go and do the thing that He's called you to do, and you'll be shocked and you'll be surprised by what He'll do through you, what He'll do in you, what He'll do for you, and what He'll do with you. I should probably start this video over and actually recap. Bruh, the Healing Lab was good. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Because it wasn't good in a sense of like, I don't even know how to explain what I'm trying to say. One of those you just had to be there moments. But the way we just ended, I know. It was one of those, this was an anointed moment. I don't know why I came on here to process. That's what's happening. I've come on here to process, and y'all are processing, but it's okay. The Healing Lab was an anointed moment. That is the best way to describe it. That makes sense. There it is. And I can go now. I think that's what I needed to get to the words to find. It was one of those, not only you had to be there moments, it was one of those, this was an anointed moment for this time. And I think it was the birth of something more. It was the birth of something greater. It was the birth of something deeper. It was the birth of what's next. It was the birth of what God is trying to do in me, but simultaneously what He's trying to do in others. And so there was connection of how He used my obedience and other people's yeses to merge together to bring about freedom, which is like beautiful to see and beautiful in real time when someone's obedience and someone else's obedience merge together and creates an ultimate obedience. It's a beautiful thing. And so I guess I'm just saying this now. Something is being birthed. I don't know what it looks like. Well, I know what it looks like. I just don't know exactly what it's going to be. I don't know what comes from this. And I have to go and sit with that. And figure out what creating the safe space looks like long term and futuristically. And so, yeah, that's all I came to say. Trust God at the end of the day. Be obedient to what He tells you to do. Don't allow fear to hold you back. And also simultaneously, man, something is on the other side of your obedience and the fear. So don't let either one of them get in the way. Okay? Yeah. I love y'all.